Oh, it's got a light sprinkle this morning.
Hey. Hello.
Carmela's happy with her sandwich.
I'm happy.
I'm happy with my double espresso. Those beautiful things.
I want to live here. It's neat. I mean, it smells.
What's your name? You're very talkative.
She or he?
The C in BGC stands for cat. Bonifacio Global Cats. I think that's what it means.
This is Bonifacio.
Oh, this is it. Let's see this.
That's the national anthem. That's a national anthem.
Yeah, must be quite a superhero with that thing. Saturday morning. All right, it's Saturday morning, 8 a.m. We've been walking through BGC, the fort area, taking pictures of cats and plants, and now of me, your host.
There's some more plants.
So you know, we have waking consciousness.
Okay.
That's what we're doing right now. We're awake some of the time. And we're asleep also when we're walking around. So waking consciousness can span from sleeping, automatic, robotic behavior to actually being aware of yourself. Waking consciousness. And we have subconsciousness, which interacts with consciousness all the time. And it's in control when we sleep, of course, but it's fading in and fading out, blending the line between consciousness and subconsciousness. It's always happening. Got to take a cat picture right now. Hello. So, when we meditate or pray or practice manifestation, we're creating thoughts using language in our mind. And the more emotion-backed the thoughts can be, the more impact they have in our subconscious. So we can communicate things to our subconscious very effectively. We don't, of course, most of the time. We just don't know how. We don't practice it. But the communication pathway is there. It's very effective. So that's waking consciousness and subconsciousness. We also have higher consciousness. And there's a pathway, a communications pathway between subconscious mind and higher conscious mind. Not between waking consciousness and higher consciousness. That pathway doesn't exist. But the pathway between subconscious mind and higher consciousness mind does exist. That's why negative thinking is such a hazardous way to use your mind, because you're contaminating your subconscious mind with negative thoughts whenever you voice them or even think them. And the subconscious mind communicates those to the higher consciousness. And that explains why many people's lives have manifested in them very negative things. Bad relationships, bad levels of poverty. Not that everything can be attributed to this, but basically manifestation to create the things that you want in your life. You have to use the subconscious mind to communicate them to the higher consciousness. And I'm going to talk more about that in the next video, because it's a lot to grok in one sitting, even for me. But try to think about the 3 levels of consciousness and get the idea that your conscious mind communicates to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind communicates to a higher consciousness. And that's what brings things into your life. Basically, it creates the reality that you live in. And more about that later. Coffee is life.
Ah.